Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, what is multi-level inheritance in Java? Let me answer. In Java, there are different types of inheritance possible. Okay, they are single level inheritance where only one child item will be there, which will be a child of this parent item. Okay, whereas in multi-level, at multiple levels, the child and parents will be there. For example, this is a child whose parent is this, parent's parent is this one, and so on, or in the bottom, child's child or child's grandchild, and so on. Okay, this is multi-level inheritance. And coming to the hierarchical, here we have single parent and multiple children for the single parent. Okay, that is hierarchical. Then in multiple inheritance, we have multiple parents for a single child. Okay, a single child can have multiple parents. That is multiple inheritance. And coming to the hybrid, which is a combination of hierarchical and multiple, where okay, single parent for multiple children is possible, and single child for multiple parents is possible. This is hybrid. Okay, so now we are focusing on this multi-level inheritance. Okay, is it possible in Java or not? Yes, it is possible in Java, guys. For both classes and interfaces, we can implement multi-level inheritance where one item can be a child of another item, that item can be a child of another item, that item can be a child of another item. Okay, or in a reverse way, we can say this item can be a parent of this item can be a parent of this item can be parent of its child items. Okay, and so on. That is multi-level inheritance. Okay, it's possible in Java for both classes and interfaces. Okay, classes and interfaces in Java can inherit from parent, class, and interfaces at multi levels, not single level, multi levels. It is possible, guys, possible for classes and possible for interfaces also. Let me practically demonstrate for you. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE and create a new class. Okay, I'll just name this as class 1. Let's say class 1, finish. And I'm going to create a variable and method here. It's not required, but I'll do that. Okay, class A is equal to, I'll just say 1, and public void sample1 method I'll create. Just for the sample case, one sample print statement I'll write inside this. And here I'll write print out inside sample, inside sample one method. Okay, done. Then I'm going to create one more class. Let's say class 2, class 2. And here in this class 2, also I'll create, I'll just drag this side so that you can see both class 1 and class 2. I'll just create, here I'll make this, I'll just create some variable otherwise. Class 2b is equal to 2, I'll say, and then one method I'll create public void sample2. Okay. Then here I'll write system.out.println inside sample2 method. Okay, inside sample2 method. Okay, then I'll create one. Now what I want to do is I want to create one more class, that is class 3. Let's say class 3, class 3, and here the class 3 is created. I'll just drag it this side, and inside this class 3 also I'll say int c is equal to 3. Just some variable and some sample method. I'm going to create sample3 method. Okay, sample3 method. And here I'll write down system.out.println, and inside sample3 method. Okay. Now the next part is I'll create one more class. Okay, I'm creating multiple classes. Okay, like class 4, and here in the class 4, I'll just drag this side, and in the class 4 also I'll create a sample variable and method. Let's say int t is equal to 4, and there's some sample method, public void sample4 method. Okay, and inside the sample4 method, I'll create a print statement system.out.println inside sample4. Okay, like this I created some classes, guys. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to make this class 2 a child class of this class 1. So I'll say class 2 extends class 1. Okay, now class 2 is a child class of the class 1. Now I want to make the class 3 a child class of the class 2, but class 2 is already a child class of the class 1, but I want to make class 3 a child class of class 2. Can I do that? Extends class 2. You see, extends class 2. Class 3 has now become a child class of the class 2, but class 2 is a child class of the class 1. Now there is class 4. I would like to make the class 4 a child class of the class 3. So for that I say extends class 4. Okay. Sorry, class 3. Extends class 3. Now what's happening? Class 4 is a child class of the class 3. Class 3 is a child class of the class 2. Class 2 is a child class of class 1 and so on. Okay. So like this we have, guys, okay, this is multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance is possible for classes where, okay, whereas class 4 is a child class of the class 3, class 3 is a child class of the class 2, class 2 is a child class of the class 1. So that means all these members of this class 1 are inherited by class 2. All these members of class 1 or class 2 are inherited by class 3. All the members of class 1, class 2, class 3 are inherited by class 4. Okay, like that. So this is what is multi-level inheritance for classes, guys. Similar thing I can do for interfaces. Let me show you how can I do it for interfaces. It's almost similar, guys, but just a different keyword and all, but almost same. Okay. So here I'll create an interface. I'll just name this interface as interface 1, let's say. Okay, some random name interface 1 I'm giving. And inside the interface, for example, I'll create a variable and method. Let's say int a is equal to 1. And here I'll create a method, public void sample1 method. So I created a variable and method inside the interface 1. I'll create one more interface. I'll just name this as interface 2, I'll say. So here in this interface also, I'll create a, okay, I'll just drag this here. In this interface also, I'll create a sample variable and method. Let's say int b is equal to 2 and public void sample2. Okay, like this, I'll create a variable and method. I'll create one more interface, right click new interface, and just I'll say interface 3. Okay, here also I'll create a variable and method. Just drag this, where is that 3? Just drag this here. And here also I'll create a variable and method int c is equal to 3, and I'll create a sample method, public void sample 3. Okay. Now I'll create one more interface. Let's say interface 4. You can create any number of interfaces, guys. No limit. And just for this example, I'm taking only 4, but you can create any number of interface 4. And just drag this here. And now in this interface, I'll create a sample variable and method just for the sake. Then public void sample 4. Now what I want to do is I want to make this particular interface a child of interface 3. What I have to do? Or else I'll do one thing. I want to make this interface 2 a child of this interface 1. So I'll do one thing. I'll say implements here. Okay. Implements interface 1. Now interface, so what is the problem? Interface 2 implementing interface 1. Sorry, I have to use extends keyword, right? Sorry. A child inheriting the interface. If a child class is inheriting an interface, then only implements. Otherwise, interface inheriting another interface, extends keyword only, guys. I forgot it for a while. That's okay. So interface 2 extends interface. Okay. So interface 3 extends interface. We have to use extends keyword only for interface to interface connection. Okay. If you want to make an interface a child of another interface, you have to use extends keyword, guys. Okay. So 2, then interface 4 extends interface 3, like this. Okay. That means this interface is a child of this interface. This interface is a child of this interface. This interface is a child of this interface. Okay. Multi-level inheritance is possible, guys. That means all the members of the interface 1 are inherited by interface 2. All the members of interface 1 and interface 2 are inherited by interface 3. All the members of interface 1, interface 2, and interface 3 are inherited by interface 4. Okay. So that's what is the thing, guys. Okay. So hope you guys got the point. It's almost same as, classes. Whatever we have done with classes, the same thing and same keyword we have to use for interface also. Okay. Like this, multiple other combinations will be there, but let's not complicate this. But multi-level inheritance is possible in Java, both for classes and interface, that I can say for now. Okay. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.